evening, everybody, and happy Wednesday. It was a pretty volatile day on Wall Street. Indices finished mixed with the S&P 500 up fractionally, the NASDAQ and Dow Jones Industrial Average doing the same exact thing. That 10-year Treasury yield in the bond market is still above 2%. So that is causing a little bit of concern in the equities market. But above all, we had Nvidia, a major semiconductor company, reporting earnings. They finished with EPS of $1.32 as opposed to $1.22 as analysts expected. That's up 69% year over year. Revenue came in very good at $7.64 billion. Analysts were expecting $7.42 billion, and revenue was up 53% on the year. But most importantly, a bright spot coming out of Nvidia today was their data center. So their data center was a bright spot with $3.26 billion in sales, and that is up 71% annually. So we're going to talk about Nvidia today on the stream. We're also going to touch on the bond market a little bit, and we heard from the Federal Reserve, so we'll talk about that as well. Let's see who we have in the chat. I see Asia Unscripted. Good to see you, Asia Unscripted. We have Ken Kramer. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Chris Beeman says, good evening, Tom, old pal. What's up, Chris? Happy Wednesday to you. Sunshine after rain, the one and only. Good to see you. Dante Rose is here. Says, hey, Tom, I hope you had a good day and stay safe. Hi, Tom. What's up, Lori? Sally says, hello, Tom. Otto's here. Says, hello, Tom. And Vinny Castellano from Staten Island says, hey, my friend, another rough day today in the market. Need a medium half and half. Hope you're well. Yeah, Vinny Castellano. So we had some notable stocks reporting earnings yesterday too. Zoom Info, ticker symbol ZI, reported earnings. They actually reported a pretty good quarter. Beat and raise, beating on both the top and the bottom line. But the stock got hammered after hours, was down about 13%. But it did rally hard today and pretty much erased most of its gains. But I think the biggest notable earnings report from today was Nvidia. I think the stock's down about 2%, so a lot of stocks have not been acting well to earnings. I see Jamie Price. Hey, Jamie, good to see you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Tejada says, hey, Tom, will you talk about our BRCC this week? Good to see you, Tejada, perhaps. The Mighty Bull. What's up, Mighty Bull? Always good to see you. Hope everybody had a really good day today. So I believe we are very close to the Omni. I just got off the bus and I had to get off a little bit before my usual stop because I believe there is some sort of convention going on here in downtown Miami. I see Alan Wilson says, good evening, everybody. Are you enjoying the weirdness of everybody in the full moon? Indeed we are, Alan. Good to see you. Ken Kramer says, Semi should have a run. Nvidia should have popped on that report. Yeah, so Ken, it's very indicative of this market, right? So, you know, earnings for the most part haven't been bad. Earnings have actually been pretty good. So in Nvidia's case, it was a beat and raise quarter. So not only did Nvidia beat on the top and the bottom line, they did raise expectations in their forward guidance. They actually guided higher than a lot of analysts were expecting. So that was good, but I think the stock is down 2% after hours. Zoom Info is another one of those very frothy tech names that was hit hard yesterday after reporting a better than expected quarter. Hey, Razzle Dazzle, what's going on? Says, hey, Tom, beautiful night in Miami. It's good to see you, Razzle Dazzle. Hope you're well. Vinny Castellano. Samuel says, hello. Very much love the USA. Mac Jack is here. Says, hi, thanks so much for streaming. What's up, Mac Jack? It's a beautiful night in Miami. Chris says, yay, no wind. I think we're going to have to deal with a little bit of wind tonight. I think we're still going to have to deal with a little bit of wind. Hey, Terry P says, hello, Tom and everybody. What's up, Terry? Good to see you. So this is Carnival Tower. We're actually going to be walking, I guess you could say this is what, east? This is towards the Paramount building. Hey, Leonardo says, hi, Tom. Good afternoon. Hugs from Brazil. see everybody from Brazil. Hey Styles says, I was just there 3 weeks ago. Can't wait to go back. Yeah, Miami is awesome. Miami is definitely a very, very cool town. Ken Kramer says AMD market cap passed Intel. I did see that. I did see that. So Ken Kramer, what did you think about Nvidia's earnings report today? Because one of the things that I noticed is obviously Nvidia is very, very hard pressed on their gaming sector. That makes up the vast majority of their revenue. But something interesting came out of their auto sector. Now, auto sales were down about 14%. At least I think it was down about 14%. So don't quote me on that, but I think in the auto sales department, it was down about 14%. And it wasn't because of lack of demand per se. The main reason it was because of a lot of the auto manufacturers are short on the parts to even make the cars, right? So a lot of industries, not just semiconductor industries, are dealing with a lot of supply chain issues, so to speak. So that really took a hit on Nvidia's earnings. Hey Styles says, Tom, I'm going to Hawaii next week from New York City. Well, enjoy your time. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish I could go to Hawaii. Always wanted to go. Hey, Melee is here. Says, hi, Tom, and everybody. What's up, Melee? Hope you're having a great Wednesday night. Jonathan Francis here says, good evening, Tom. Ken Kramer says, Tom, Nvidia's solid report. I think Nvidia and AMD are due for big upside. Interesting, Ken. Yeah, I remain bullish on the semiconductor sector as a whole, but obviously with interest rates rising, that could put a little bit of pressure on these stocks. Vinny Castellano says, so the wife and I want to know, where's the first live stream going to be when you come home? Little Italy or Lower East Side? That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe, oh, check out the moon going behind the cloud over there. Maybe the Upper West Side. I don't think we've ever been to the Upper West Side in a long, long time on the stream. Hey, Charlie Richardson is here. What's up, Charlie? Yeah, Jonathan Francis, there's no cars to sell. And you know, from listening to Nvidia's earnings report today, it really just makes you realize how interconnected everything is in the economy. Hey, the Mighty Bull is here. Good to see you. Hope you're well, Mighty Bull. Hey, Sunshine After Rains is enjoying a coffee and the stream. Good to see you, Sunshine. So I'll give everybody a quick last look at this convention center here before we head out. Hey, Canyon says, Tom, the government ruined the economy, it seems. Hey, the Swan is here. Says, hey, Tom and all. What's up, Swan? The Swan is joining us from Ireland. Hey, Western Mass Dave is here. What's up, Dave? Says, evening, Tom. I vote for Upper West Side when you get back to New York City. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about it, and I don't think we've ever streamed from the Upper West Side since probably the summer, actually. Probably the summer. Good to see you, Mighty Bull. Style says you're going to stroll down Wall Street when you get back? Possibly. Yeah, definitely. I think that's the last location we streamed on our last day in New York, I believe. But good to see you, Style. Bernard Friedman, good to see you. How are you, Bernard? Tahada says, Tom, is Miami good for walking like New York? In my opinion, it is. In a lot of other people's opinions, it is not. Hey, Stephanie Stanley says, my friend is in Miami tonight. What's up, Stephanie? Vinny Castellano says, Maria said she loved your walk through Little Italy. Yeah, Little Italy is one of my favorite spots. One of my favorite places. You know, unfortunately, there was an absolute horrible, horrendous murder that happened, I think 2 days ago in Chinatown, right where we were streaming before. I mean, just such a heartbreaking story. I believe a young woman was coming home or walking home from her work very early in the morning, and some guy followed her into her apartment and murdered her, which is absolutely horrendous. And, you know, the reason why this stuff is happening is because of the bail reform in New York. You know, if all you do is just catch and release criminals, they're just going to go and commit crimes on the street. So horrible what happened. And hopefully Mayor Eric Adams will change that, because it's just been getting too out of hand. Hey, Joseph's here, so good evening. Lori East, Miami is nice. The taste of summer for those who are stuck in the frozen tundra. Yeah, Jonathan Francis, you saw that, what a shame. It was horrible. That's why you always have to be aware of your surroundings, especially if you're walking alone. You know, you never know who's following you or anything. Yeah, this wants a swinging door system, Tom. Hey, Tortellini says, good afternoon. That's crazy. People need... Hey, Joseph, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, NG is here. Good to see you, NG. Falcon Space is here. What's up? Bernard Friedman says, I'm doing good, Tom. Just had a drumming lesson. Very cool. So we're here on Northeast 13th Street in downtown Miami. We are going to be walking towards the Riverwalk tonight. Hey, Shawnee is here. This is Tom. What's up? How you doing tonight? We're doing pretty good. We're going to be talking about Nvidia. Nvidia reported earnings today after the bell. And they reported what's called a beat and raise quarter. So a beat and raise quarter is when a company beats analyst expectations and then raises their forward guidance. And that's exactly what Nvidia did today. And also, it's what a company called Zoom Info did yesterday. But obviously, in an interest rate environment where it's rising, a lot of the high multiple stocks will come down a little bit. So we're overlooking downtown Miami. You can see 1000 Museum from where we're standing. Hey, Beta Mario says, hey, Tom, good to see you. Yeah, Joseph's a strong chip demand. Beta Mario says, Tom, what do you think about house rent getting worse? Yeah, so we were actually talking about that yesterday on the stream, and I think it's a great question. You know, it seems like rents as a whole are rising. And we were talking about now that the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the average interest rate on a 30-year fix is now 4%. But I mean, historically speaking, 4% is not a high interest rate at all. But I remember watching the TV yesterday, and it seemed like all of the talking heads on CNBC were freaking out over a 4% interest rate and calling for a big real estate collapse over 4% rates. I'm not so sure I agree with that, because the demand is so high. You know, in markets like Long Island, you know, you're still getting multiple offers on a house. Hey, OFs is in rising. Low historically agree. What's up, OF? Good to see you. Windy night here in Miami again, so I apologize. We don't have a mic. Hey, CB man says my interest rate was 18%. Wow. I see Disney cast member here. What's up, Disney? Hey, what's up, the Mighty Bull? I see Jared Covey. What's up, Jared? Disney cast member, good to see you. Ruby Falcone, good to see you. British Gray is here. All right, let's try to find somewhere where the wind is not crazy. Hey Chris, it's Tom. How was your day? My day was really good. My day was really good. Busy, but good. I'll show you guys the moon. Hey, Dan McLaren. Good evening, Tom. What's up, Dan? Yeah, OF says a lot of police there tonight. I think there's a big convention going on or something. I'm not too sure what's going on. Hey, Western Mass Dave was like, Tom, what happened to all the rain that was in the forecast? So it did rain a little bit today, but then it stopped. It's supposed to start back up in about an hour here, just to give everybody a forewarning. Hey, James Brumley, good to see you. Ruby Falcone is here. What's up, Ruby? RJ is here from Colorado. Good to see you, RJ. We are standing directly under the 1000 Museum building. So check out the architecture of this building. Very, very beautiful. The Swan, what do you think about the architecture of this building, 1000 Museum? Hey, RL, this is Nvidia good earnings report. Yeah, Nvidia reported a great quarter. They beat on both the top and the bottom line, and they gave great forward guidance. Sunshine after rain. Chris, good to see you. Ruby Falcone says, looks cool with the clouds in the background. Hope you had a good day, Ruby. It's already halfway through the week. I can't even believe it. It's crazy. Hey, Cindy Foley says, hey, Tom. Photos from around New York. Good to see your photos. So just a quick recap on Nvidia. So analysts across the board on Wall Street were expecting them to report $1.22 EPS, or earnings per share. Nvidia beat that forecast and they came in right at $1.32, up 69% year over year in their EPS earnings increase. Their revenue came in very, very strong at $7.64 billion. Many analysts on Wall Street were expecting $7.42 billion. That is up 53% year over year. And then forward guidance came in much better than expected as well. Hey, Beta Mario says, hello, Tom. What do you think about Delta Airlines? You know, to be totally honest with you, I don't really think too much about Delta Airlines, especially from an investment standpoint. I really don't think there's any sort of X factor by investing in any of the airlines. So I don't think I would ever buy any airline stock. But there was a lot of M&A activity that took place in the airline industry with Spirit Airlines and Frontier. So this is the Paramount building. Hey, King Prawn, good to see you. Dan McLaren says a San Francisco venture capitalist moved into 1000 Museum. She's throwing crazy parties. Wow. Well, hopefully she'll invite us one of these days. Man, it is so windy. See, the thing that I don't like about iPhones is that it doesn't have any headphone jack port. So in order to do anything, you need all these crazy adapters. Lori E says, Tom, what is a good resource for a 14-year-old interested in learning about investing in the stock market? I would just read Investors Business Daily. So if you go to investors.com, and I would just start giving the kid the Wall Street Journal just to familiarize himself with the industry. Good to see you, Lori E. Hey, Ben, says a guy on Reuters I saw said people should have gold at least 10% of their investments, especially as inflation rises. What are your thoughts? I think 10% is pretty high, but you know, I think gold it definitely has its place in a diversified portfolio for sure. Do I own any gold? I don't, but if you look at the ticker symbol GLD, so GLD on a monthly time frame, that is by far the best looking chart I've ever seen in my life. You know, that thing has been in a base consolidating for almost 10 years now. RL says, Ken Slim, good to see you. What's up, RL? Hey, Tim says, good evening, great picks. Nvidia interesting, down after hours, such a great report. You know, and we've been seeing very negative earnings reaction across the board. You know, if you remember last week, companies like Twilio were up 30% after great earnings reports, and they gave it all back the following day. So that is very telling of the market we're in right now. But the CEO of Nvidia came out and said that they see hold on a second, I think the camera's out of focus here. So anyway, the CEO of Nvidia said that they see exceptional demand because chips are useful for artificial intelligence and other intensive applications. And we've been talking about this pretty much almost every day on the channel about just the sheer use cases and the different products and services that go in that demand semiconductors. You talk about EVs, machine learning, artificial intelligence, the 5G rollout, Internet of Things, smart cities. All of these different products and services will require semiconductors. So the demand is there. working is crazy here. It's almost like we're in an eye of a hurricane here. Man, that is wild wind. Or else there's no wind here in Central Florida. Hey, Shadow Ship is here. What's up, Shadow Ship? Hey, Humane says, good evening, Tom. Good to see you. Yeah, totally. He says, I can't stand the wind. I can't stand it either. And I got to get a new adapter for the mic. I lost it. Shadow Ship, good to see you as always. We are outside of the FTX arena. Unlimited Stimulus says, Tom, Facebook might be sub $150 stock after Google privacy changes on Android. Yeah, it's very possible. Very, very possible. A lot of volume coming out of that stock. Hey, Marilyn is here. This is attendance time checking in. What's up, Marilyn? And then right in front of us, we have the Freedom Tower, all lit up in red. Hey, Lady O is here. What's up, Lady O? This is no mic tonight. Yeah, Lady O, I lost the, what's it called? The adapter from the iPhone to the mic. That's the only thing I don't like about Apple is obviously they don't have any headphone jack. So you need an adapter for every little thing. It's annoying. Good to see you, Lady O. Hopefully it's not too cold over there in New Jersey. Laura Eves like reminds me of the Weather Channel doing live shots of the hurricanes. Yeah, usually when we get close to the Brickell, the wind dies down a little bit. Hey, Joe Hernandez is here from Orlando, Florida. What's going on? James says, would you rather have a crazy wind or lightning storm? Probably windstorm, because lightning is kind of dangerous. All right, I'll give you guys one last look at the Paramount building. So the one thing that we were talking about in relation to Nvidia last week is that their deal with ARM. So ARM is a semiconductor company owned by SoftBank. That deal is unfortunately falling through. So Nvidia expects a $1.3 billion charge to operating expenses as a result of that deal falling through. So that's going to put a little bit of pressure. And I think that's probably the main reason why the stock is down a little bit today. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to do deals like that. So they're going to take about, I think it was $1.3 billion charge to operating expenses, if I remember correctly from the call. But that is due to the ARM deal falling through. However, The Xilinx steel, the AMD Xilinx steel is going through, and I think it closed on Monday. It did manage to get regulatory approval from China. Hey, Shadowship, thank you for joining. Foe is here. What's up, Foe Roberts? Thiago says, good evening, everybody. What's up, Thiago? Hey, Sam Miguel says, good evening, everybody in the chat. What's up, Sam Miguel? Sean says, are you on FinTwit? I am. So if you look in the links in the description of this video, I believe I put the link to my Twitter. I mainly post like financial stuff on my Twitter, so you could check it out there. Also, I did send out the new Behind the Street newsletter to everybody. So I write a free financial newsletter every single week that I send out to all the members of the stream. So if you want to receive that, if you type !news, NEWS in the chat, the Nightbot will drop the link where you can click on it, punch your email in, and sign up for the Behind the Street newsletter for free. And I did send that out on Monday. You know, I don't think we've ever seen this before, have we? Or at least, or maybe I just overlooked it, but I don't think I've ever seen this statue here. Does anybody know what this is? I don't think I've ever seen it. Hey, Lunch Club is here. Says, hey, Tom. How's it going? Back in Florida, I see. Yes, we are back in Miami. Hey, Joe Hernandez says, great newsletter this week. I subscribed. Photos from around the York says, no, I have not. Let's look it up. Yeah, if anybody knows what this... I've never seen it, but it looks old, so it looks like it's been here a while. But I am not familiar with this. Hey, Canyon Overlook, good to see you. Sue Lane is here. What's up, Sue? Good to see you. Emilio J, good to see you. Let me see if there's a sign anywhere. Hey, Sam Miguel, what's going on? Yeah, let me know. What is the question? Hey, Dutchman is here. What's up, Dutchman? Good to see you. Penelope is here. What's up, Penelope? Penelope is joining us from the one and only Tennessee. It's good to see you, Penelope. Hope you're having a good week. Hey Now says, hey Now. What's up, Hey Now? Good to see you. Ruben is here. Says, good evening, Tom. What's up, Ruben? You know what? I don't think we've ever been to the Miami-Dade College in a while. So let's try to go there tonight. Yeah, Lunch Club says it's so windy. Yeah, I feel like I'm walking in a hurricane tonight. The wind is crazy. Dutchman says, hey Tom, do you eventually see yourself moving to Florida permanently? I did. I bought a house here. Yep. So I think this is going to be the Waldorf Astoria Residences. But yeah, I think the two main places that I want to live is New York City and Miami. Those are I think the best two places. Hey, anonymous dude is here. What's up, man? Long time no see. Somebody says, any plans to build a mini ramp in your new house? Maybe. That's a good question. Maybe. Okay, we're getting close. Miami-Dade College. Hey, everything USPS with JH. Says I'm in South Florida and it's not as peachy as it looks. Very cool. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. Hey, War Walker's here. What's up, War Walker? Good to see you. So I think they just put in all these bike lanes here. We're gonna walk over to, I wanna see all the ticker tape at the business center. They have all the stock tickers. Darrell says, why Miami and New York City? I think those are two of the best places on earth for business opportunities. And my family is from, I was born and raised in New York. All my family is from So pro-business, I'd say, free markets, a lot of good investment opportunities, a lot of good networking opportunities, and very good places to raise money. So if you're a startup and you're looking to raise money, I think New York and Miami are great places to do a raise. Hey, Fernando's here. What's up, Fernando? Good to see you. Hey, Sandrina says Miami is a good choice. Good to see you, Sandrina. This is one of my favorite places here. Check this out. I think this is the business center, Miami-Dade College. Canyon says, what about LA and Chicago? Not for me. Not for me personally. Hey, Dana Thompson says, made it. Good to see you. So this is the Financial Technology and Trading Lab. Dan McLaren says, super cool yet super useless. Yeah, these things are amazing. I love these things. Habib says you should go to Wynwood Walls. We definitely will. We definitely will. So this is Miami-Dade College at the Business Center. The Swans is a very beautiful town, but deserted. Yeah, so this is a college campus. So I think it's almost 10 o'clock at night. So there's probably not any classes going on tonight at 10 o'clock. But I kind of like it like this. Very quiet. But one of the main things we talk about with Nvidia that is a major bright spot or a big runway is their data centers, right? So when Nvidia sells chips into data centers, we've been talking about cloud computing. As the cloud expands, the demand for chips goes up. So data center sales was a bright spot, coming in at $3.26 billion. And sales were up 71% annually. So that is just amazing growth. And if we think about cloud providers and enterprises, they essentially are turning to the graphics processors from Nvidia. So you could think about if they make anything or need to use technologies like speech recognition software, or even anything to provide like recommendations. A lot of those tasks require Nvidia chips. Hey, Joseph is here. Says the March winds are here early. With the big sailboat, could really rip along. Stay safe. Good to see you, Joseph. Good to see you. 84 says hello everybody, good to see you. JR Polos is downtown Miami is pretty much all deserted after 7 p.m. You are right about that. Lady O says, Tom, there's been a debate whether it's cheaper to buy one-way fares or round trip. It's definitely cheaper to buy one-way fares, so take it from me. It's definitely cheaper to buy one-way fares. And I would suggest if you're gonna book a travel, book it through kayak.com. Very affordable. Wow, Tejada, that's awesome. So there's a pub in Sao Paulo called Wall Street where drink prices vary based on the market, supply and demand. Very cool. Scurvy Toothy says, I did an impossible on the like button. Good to see you. Lady O says, okay. Huh? Oh, okay, we're doing a show.
You can't videotape on campus.
Huh?
You can't videotape on campus.
Okay, have a good night, man. See ya. You too. Jerry Kobe says, did Nvidia mention supply chain issues? They did. So supply chain issues did come up quite a bit. It mainly came up during the part of the earnings call where they missed a little bit on their auto sales. So as we know, there's a lot of chipsets that go into making vehicles or EVs. But Nvidia, that's not really Nvidia's main business, is EVs, right? They don't really sell chips to car manufacturers. They mainly sell chips to gaming companies or to PCs and things like that. A lot of the GPUs that they sell are really made for gaming, but that as Nvidia expands their total addressable market, they are starting to sell into auto manufacturers. So one of the big negatives about that is sales came in a little bit less than expected, but I think they only sell about $125 million worth of products into the major autos, which is pretty much nothing. I mean, if you compare the revenue to data center sales, if you compare the revenue to gaming sales, I mean, 125 million bucks is pretty much nothing. But as they expand that total addressable market, I think that revenue will grow over time. But they did say that the reason why it came in a little bit less than expected was because of supply chain issues, not with Nvidia, but supply chain issues with the auto manufacturers not even being able to get the parts to build the cars. So I think as the supply chain issues clear up a little bit going into 2022 and 2023, you know, perhaps they'll be able to get a little bit more revenue out of that sector. Hey, Disney cast member, have a good night. Good to see you. Thank you for joining, Disney cast member. Jared Kobe says, I'm hearing they are all back ordered on their gaming graphics cards too. On their gaming graphics cards too. Yep, you're right, Jared. San Miguel says, why wouldn't they allow filming there? They do. It's just, you know, the security guy is just a security guy. Everything USPS says he's full of it. You could tape anywhere. Yeah, no, I know that, but he's just a security guy. It's it. He's all right. He's a good guy. Emilio J, good to see you. All right, I think if we keep going down here and make a left, or, you know, we'll go down here since we got the light. But check out the moon tonight over here. So windy tonight, it is just crazy. Hey Lee, what's going on? No, I think the security guys are right. It's just they just say random stuff. They're all right. He's a good guy. Hey, sunshine after rain. Good to see you. Hope you had a good day. So everybody, tomorrow I'm going to be sending out an additional email. It's not going to be a full-blown newsletter, but it's going to be an update. And we're actually going to be covering the market action during the Gulf War. I want to do a little bit of a comparison and show everybody how the S&P 500 performed during the Gulf War. Hey, Ruby Falcone, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate the support on the channel. Let's see if we can go into Bayside, where we can get out of the wind. But thank you, Ruby Falcone, for the support. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, everybody, for the support. JR Polo says the Waldorf Astoria is supposed to be built to your left. Oh, is it really? Interesting. Yeah, if anybody Googles the Waldorf Astoria in Miami, the building just looks really, really incredible. It almost looks exactly like the Jenga building in New York City. I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with that, but it almost looks exactly like it. Yeah, War Walker. It sort of looks like a Jenga building. Lori E, funny. Hey, Marty Lewis is here. What's up, Marty? Hope you're well. Hope everything is going good in New York. Marty Lewis. We're just walking around downtown Miami today. Extremely windy tonight. Extremely windy. It was raining a little bit today, but not too bad. And we briefly covered Nvidia's earnings report. I think the stock is down about 2% after hours, but it was a good report. You know, beat on the top and the bottom line, also guided higher. Forward guidance came in really strong for next year. Dan McLaren says, with your house appreciation in North Miami, you might be able to buy a condo in the Waldorf Astoria. Oh my God, I wish. I don't think so, Dan. That's funny though. Western Mass Dave agreed. Hey, Chris Beeman, so are you. You're a class act too. Marilyn says it's windy in New York City as well, Tom. So what do you guys think about the Russia and Ukraine situation? I know we were talking about it a little bit yesterday. And I think pretty much everybody on the channel concluded that the invasion of Ukraine is probably going to all be fake news. Which I still think is fake news. I don't think that Russia ever had any plans to invade the Ukraine at all. And it looks like Russia is actually pulling back a lot of their troops from the border. And it looks like it was just a routine. Oaf says no, it's going to be big-ish with cyber stuff happening. Possibly. Yeah, Western Mass Dave says, I'm tired of all the hype personally. Lunch Club says Russia lies more than a rug. Yeah, I mean, I think it's the United States that's starting a lot of the problems. Feminist is Tom, who's your favorite singer? It's probably a close tie between Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. Very close between those two. Hey, Melvin says hello from Puerto Rico. Good to see you, Melvin. We are here at the Bayside Marketplace in Miami. Hey, JTM, good to see you. Hey, Perry says, hey, Walks on Wall Street, good to see you. Donna Thompson says they are trying to distract us from something else. I think so. I think you got a good point there. Western Mass Dave says the Rat Pack, one of the best. Wow, Canyon says you saw Sammy Davis Jr. in concert. Very cool. RJ Polo, good to see you. Just walk along the water. We'll try. Sometimes we start to buffer a little bit, but we'll check it out. I think across the water there is the Hard Rock Cafe, I believe. Sometimes we could see some dolphins here, some manatees. Hey, Dean is here. What's up, Dean? Good to see you. The Swan says, Tom, Russia and Ukraine is terribly serious. You done put 100,000 soldiers on the border with tanks and artillery. An invasion of Ukraine would be an invasion of Europe, says the Swan. Yeah, but the Swan, I heard that Putin is actually starting to pull their troops back from the border. Did anybody else hear that? I think that Putin is actually starting to bring his troops back. Hey, Mickey Handel, good to see you. Styles says, how long are you in Miami for? I'm not sure the exact length of time I'm going to be here. I'm not too sure. Hey, Eyeglass Lady's here. Good to see you. Oh, it was I think we got, oh wait, that may have just been the wind. I think it was. I thought, oh, no, there's something. Look at that. There's something there. It's a big fish. Did you guys see that, or was that just me? Oh, there he is. Whoa, cool, man. So does anybody know what kind of fish this thing is? It looks like it's swimming on its side. Hey, Faith. What's up, Faith? Good to see you. This guy loves hanging out over here. Yeah, 84 says it looks off. It looks like it got clocked in the head or something. I hope it's all right. It's swimming all sideways. Huh. Interesting. Very strange. Yeah, Animal DL says it's showing off. I think it, oh no, it's still there. Right here. Jason says it's possibly a flounder. Yeah, look at him. Assuming not injured. I think he went away. So the moon is so bright tonight, it almost looks like the sun. Alright, I guess we'll move on. I think the fish is gone. So we'll move on. Hey, Techno Pink is here. Says hello, guys. What's up, Techno Pink? Good to see you. Yeah, Ruby Falcone's like maybe he didn't like the comments about the sidewinding swim. Dana Thompson says, I grew up on the West Coast in a fishing town. Very cool. right, we'll continue on our way. Hey, the Mighty Bull, good to see you. Hey, Mark Davis is here. Good to see you, Mark. Mark Davis is joining us from Toronto, Canada. Good to see you as always, Mark Davis. Hope you're well. So Mark Davis is our medical marijuana expert in the chat. Always good to hear from you, Mark Davis. Jason says, any updates on the market for tonight? Well, the market's mainly all closed flat. I mean, you could say, you know, a fractional gain for the S&P, but besides that, everything was pretty much flat for the day. I think the S&P 500 was up fractionally, the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. But we did hear from the Federal Reserve. We got some minutes out from the Federal Reserve, and essentially all is the same. They're saying that they're going to start to taper assets more aggressively. So a lot of quantitative tightening, raising of interest rates. So I think it's safe to say we're going to get a pretty solid rate hike of probably 50 basis points in March. That is my view. And it doesn't look like a lot of these tech companies are liking it. You know, just think about all of the earnings reports we've had as of late. Even a lot of the companies that are beating and raising their expectations, none of them are having good reactions to earnings at all. You know, Zoom Info reported a great quarter yesterday where revenues came in better than expected. EPS, or earnings per share, came in better than expected. And still the stock sold off about 13%, but it rallied hard all day today. So throughout the entire day today. Hey, Paul Stein says, hi Tom, joined late. What did you think of Cisco report? It beat top and bottom line. So I didn't get a chance to look into Cisco's report too much. I'm gonna do that when I got home. I did join the Nvidia call because I think Nvidia is a little bit more important. And I was so busy today. Surprisingly, I was really, really busy. I had to give a lot of presentations and stuff like that, working on a deal. But Cisco, I saw just something briefly off of CNBC that they had a good quarter, but Nvidia was definitely the bright spot, so to say, of the market. But still, the stock is down. I think the stock's down like 2% or maybe flat. After hours trading stops, I think right around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard. So hey, Faith says, is it true Elon Musk is supporting Shiba? I don't think so. I think a lot of those alternative sort of cryptocurrencies are kind of nonsense. So I try really not to pay any attention to it, but I don't think so. I don't think he is. That would definitely be news to me. I think Elon Musk, just as like a sort of a publicity stunt, he's allowing people to pay with Dogecoin for like merchandise, Tesla merchandise perhaps. Hey Gary, good to see you, Gary. Paul Stein says Nvidia is down 2.64% in after hours trading. Eyeglass Lady says, are you in person or on Zoom for your presentations? So it's about 50-50 today. I use Microsoft Teams. So I did do presentation in Teams today. But obviously pre-pandemic, everything was in person, so traveling a lot. Dan McLaren says Nvidia has a perfect downtrend but would consider buying if it breaks it. Yeah, I think it's important. Overall, the most important thing is the overall trend of the market, right? Because 7 out of 10 stocks, regardless of if it has the best earnings and sales and the best earnings reports, 7 out of 10 stocks are going to follow the overall trend of the market, right? So when we're in a downtrend like we are now, it's important to really pay attention to the reaction to the earnings reports, right? So if you can have a report like Nvidia did, a beat and raise quarter, and the stock be down 2%, what does that really tell you about the overall health of the market? Just could you imagine maybe a year ago, if Nvidia posted the same results, the stock would be up 10% after hours, without a doubt. And as we talked about in the Behind the Street newsletter, you have to look for what are the companies that are leading the market. These are not all the big enterprise software companies now. These are like Church & Dwight, companies that sell toilet paper, toothpaste, baking soda. So like the really, really conservative names are the stocks that are leading the market. So it seems like there is a cyclical rotation out of big mega cap and very high beta growth stocks into more conservative names. And that's very indicative of fund managers expecting a recession. Eyeglass Lady says, I was invited to a Zoom baby shower in December. Oh my God, how did that go? A Zoom baby shower. Hey, Mark Davis is Tom. I have taken a new venture in endocannabinoid medicine and therapy. Fascinating for sure. That's awesome, Mark. That's awesome. Photos from around New York, good point. Yeah, so photos from around New York makes a good point. He's like, where is the proof? Well, I think fund managers try to anticipate. So essentially, they understand that the Federal Reserve is going to essentially stop buying mortgage-backed securities. They're going to stop buying U.S. Treasuries, and they're going to start to raise interest rates. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on these very high beta growth stocks. So I think that they're just doing a natural rotation into, just your Church & Dwight stocks that, for example, let's say if we do go into a recession, right? If we do go into a recession, the last thing people are going to stop buying is toothpaste, toilet paper, baking soda. So I think that's why you're seeing a lot of fund flows into those names. Hey, Optimus Prime, good to see you. Hope you're well, Optimus. Hey, Brian is here. What's up, Brian? Yeah, Faith says windy night. Faith, this is probably some of the heaviest wind I've ever seen being in Miami so far. It's been punishing these past. Yeah, I think we may be, I think it may be buffering a little bit. I did just get an Amber Alert for a kidnapped child. So I hope everything is all right. Let's see. Let me see if I can see that. Hillsborough County kidnapped child. So if anybody is in Hillsborough County, please be on the lookout. They didn't give any description. But I don't even know where Hillsborough County is. Is that even in Florida? I have no idea. Well, that's horrible. That's horrible. Hey, Mark Sage, good to see you. Hey, Shot by Scott, good to see you. What's up, Shot by Scott? Shot by Scott says Hillsborough County is in Tampa, Florida. Hey, Mana D, good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. So this is the Intercontinental Hotel. This is where there's usually a dancing lady on top. But this is also where we usually go into a dead zone. This is the Paramount. No, not the Paramount. The City National Bank building. Hey, 114 says hi. Good to see you, 114. Yeah, Phyllis's hurricane season so windy. It is. The wind this past couple days have been insane. Hey, DJs started following you on YouTube. Thank you so much. Good to see you. If you guys are enjoying the streams, feel free to leave a like on the videos. Subscribe if you are new. And be on the lookout for tomorrow. I'm going to be sending another Behind the Street newsletter update, just doing a comparison between the performance of the S&P 500 and the Gulf War. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So if you type !news, NEWS, in the chat, the Nightbot will drop the link to the Behind the Street newsletter, and everybody will be getting a bonus newsletter tomorrow because I think it's very important we study the historical trends of the stock market during times of war. So I will send that out to everybody tomorrow. It's going to be a shorter newsletter, but it's going to be a bonus update. So please be on the lookout. Hey, 2 Explore Videos is here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And I'll show everybody the Intercontinental Hotel. Gary, yeah, so Gary, if you look at the Nightbot, it says sign up here behind the street newsletter. You can click that link and you'll be all set. Yeah, JR says, Tom, check out the Aston Martin building that's under construction. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. I think my phone is only on 20% battery, but we're definitely going to walk over there tonight, JR, and check it out. Hey, Army Expo is here. Says, hey, hope you're well. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Vinny Castellano says, Tom, what is your 10-year plan? I don't know. I think I just want to continue to progress in any way I can. Maybe acquire a couple more rental properties. Something like that. Maybe do more like charity work or something. So this is the Southeast Financial Center, one of my favorite buildings here. Check out the uniqueness of the building from under. I'll show you guys. Hey, Helen's here. What's up, Helen? Faith says yes, and rent to me in Miami. So Faith is working on the New York Fashion Week, which is kind of cool. This is the Metro Mover. Tejada says, Tom, what do you think about REITs? Yeah, so REITs are real estate investment trusts. And they're set up in a way where they have to distribute the vast majority of their cash flows to investors or shareholders in the form of dividends. So I think there's a lot of REITs that are good, but the only REITs that I do have exposure to are technology REITs or data center REITs. So you could think about a company like Equinix and things like that. So there's actually cloud computing REITs that leases their data centers to AWS or Amazon AWS, Microsoft Azure, as well as Google's Google Cloud Unit. Hey, Shop by Scott says Tom is buying the block. The first all Airbnb subdivision in Miami. Scott, could you imagine? That's insane. I wonder what they're building here, or fixing. Miami is crazy loud tonight between the wind and everybody. my gosh, the wind is crazy tonight. I feel bad for all of you guys. You guys are getting hammered. So this is the view from across the river. Beautiful area over here. And then this is the Aston Martin building right here. Yeah, photos from around New York. I had the dongle, but I lost it, so I got to go get a new dongle. I'm horrible with like losing. It's a pain, but I'm going to get a new dongle very soon, and we will have the mic back. Yeah, Lady O was like, Tom, where's my residence? Yeah, so Lady O has the top 3 floors of the Aston Martin building. Hey, Realty by Lance is here. Long time no see. Good to see a Realty by Lance. So Realty by Lance is a realtor here in Miami-Dade County, Miami. So if anybody's looking for a property, please feel free to hit up our friend in the chat, Lance. Hey, Jerry says, congrats on almost reaching 12,000 subs. Thank you so much, Jerry. Yeah, that is wild, everybody. Almost 12,000 people. That is just, to me, I can't even believe that. That is unreal. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us every single night. We appreciate it. NG says that coffee shop Joe and the Juice looks pretty interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of locations actually in New York, NG. It's a decent place. It's decent. It's not bad. Oh yeah, that's right. So Realty by Lance and Shop by Scott are both from Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, by the way. It looks like there's some big wig event going on in here. Maybe Lance and Shop by Scott are in here. Okay, we'll cross the street. Shop by Scott's like, I'm in there, all right. Yeah, this place looks great. So we're outside of the Wells Fargo Center. Michael says, hi, Tom. What is... Well, technically, we're still in, I think the long-term trend is still higher. But short-term, we are definitely in a downtrend. And in certain sectors of the market, for example, I would say these software as a service stocks, these things have been getting clocked. I mean, a lot of these stocks are down 60%. So I would say we are in a screaming bear market for growth stocks. Hey, Warwalker says it's a banker's hour meeting. SME Media says big wigs with no masks. You know what's funny? So I saw something come across the tape today on Bloomberg, and it says California is expected to lift all outdoor mask mandates. To then, which I thought to myself, I'm like, wait, there's an outdoor mask mandate in California? I never knew that. Like, think about that. I saw that come across the tape on Bloomberg. It's like California to lift all outdoor mask mandates. And I was like, who in their right minds would have an outdoor mask mandate? I had no idea that California actually had an outdoor mask mandate. Crazy. Yeah, Shop by Scott. I'm down. I just got to find the time when I'm not working. Hopefully on the weekend. I want to meet up in Wynwood on the weekend. We got to do it. We got to do it. Lady O says California was hit hard. Sunshine After Rain says, Tom, where's your skateboard? The skateboard is in New York, surprisingly. UPS 1 says it may have just been for concerts and sporting events. Interesting. Yeah, supposedly, oh, you know what I think it was? I think it was in LA. I think it was in LA outdoor mask mandate. To which I thought, I didn't even know that they had an outdoor mask mandate in LA. Dana Thompson is back. Job offer call, match 44 cents with 401k sign-on bonus and a pay bump. What do you think? I think that's awesome. I think you should take that. I think that's fantastic. Congratulations on that. Yeah, anytime, you know, especially now, if you can negotiate your salary higher, I think that the workers and the employees, for the first time in a very, very long time, have the leverage and have the bargaining power to do that. So I would say, number one, congratulations on that. And I would definitely take that position, especially if they're going to pay you more and give you a bigger bonus with the 401k match. So Dana Thompson, congratulations to you. That is awesome. Hey, Army XOI says, can you please say my sister's name? Militia. Well, what's up, Militia? Good to see you. Jonathan France is DC lifted vax certification to enter restaurants. NE says, Tom, do you believe most NFTs are scams? I do believe that. I do believe the vast majority of NFTs are fraudulent. But again, there is, you know, I do see value with verifiable property on the internet. But I think, as with anything and as with any new technology, you're going to have people that abuse it and try to use it for money laundering, to, you know, steal money from people. So I think the vast majority of NFTs are probably, you know, used by like promoters just to cipher money from their audience and things like that. Hey, Canyon says, I got a 3% raise, which is bigger than normal. That's awesome. Drake Smith says, do you travel between Miami and New York City? We do. So we split our time 50-50 between Miami and New York. The two greatest cities on earth, in my opinion. Very controversial statement, but I am biased. So we were gonna walk to, we were gonna do the river walk tonight, but my battery, you know, I've noticed ever since we started streaming, probably about a month ago, the battery used to last for about 3 hours. Now it's tending to only last for about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on the day. So just to give you an idea, I think oh my God, we've already been streaming for about an hour and a half. And my phone is on about 10% battery, which is a lot less battery power than normal. Emilio J says, you're telling me the NFT I purchased from Snoop Dogg was a scam. I don't know, man. Yikes. Hey, Robert Bankers says, great channel, different perspective. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Optimus Prime Emilio J. So Faith, any interesting stories for us from Fashion Week? Anything exciting? So we're gonna walk to 3rd Avenue, I believe, Southeast 3rd Avenue, and then make a left, because that is where we need to get the bus. But we are right behind the Whole Foods. Hey, Penelope says, are you charging it fully, Tom? That could be a mistake, technically. Yeah, you know what I think it is, Penelope? And I think, Penelope, you make a good point. I think it really just depends on the screen brightness. Sometimes when I have the brightness really, really low, obviously the battery lasts longer, but it's very hard for me to see the comments. But sometimes when I adjust the brightness up a little bit, obviously the battery doesn't last as long. So that could be it, but I'm not sure if it'll take a 30-minute impact. Hey, Cashmere Funk, good to see you. Oh, no way. Faith says many falls. That's not good. So you're talking about people falling on the runway? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Western Mass Dave says, yeah, brightness plays a big role. So everybody, we're coming up on the hour and 40-minute mark. My battery is right around 5% right now. I do need it to pay for the bus back home, so we are going to have to end it here. I appreciate everybody joining tonight's stream, all but windy, an extremely windy stream, but I had a lot of fun. So if you guys had fun tonight, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to sign up for the free Behind the Street newsletter, it is the first link in the description. I will be sending out a brand new newsletter tomorrow as an update. Realty by Lance, thank you so much for joining. Lady O, all of our moderators, Sunshine After Rain, Faith, 48, our pal from New Zealand, War Walker, the one and only from the 305. Good to see you, War Walker. Andy from Korea, good to see you, Andy. Al Baker says good night. Ruby Falcone, thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you, Ruby Falcone. Our moderator, photos from around New York, I appreciate it. JR Polo says, good job. Good to see you, JR. Hopefully we see you again on the next stream. Melee, thank you so much. Samantha J, Mickey Handle, 2 Explorers Videos, and Andy. Melee, Bob, the Swan, the one and only, thank you, Swan. And to the Mighty Bull, have a good night wherever you are, because there is always a bull market somewhere. You just need to know where to look. And I'll see everybody right back here tomorrow on the stream. And it's Thursday, already halfway through the week. So I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow. Faith, you're the best. Paul Stein, Sunshine After Rain. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good one.